Hello, friends, and welcome. My name is Ariel, and this is Learning Studio Zone, the place where learning English becomes simple, enjoyable, and full of life. I am so happy that you are here today because what we are going to learn together can truly change the way you think and the way you speak English. Let me ask you something. Have you ever tried to say something in English but your brain feels too slow? You know the word in your own language. You know exactly what you want to say, but when you try to say it in English, nothing comes out, or it comes out too late. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you pause too long. And sometimes the moment is gone. If this has happened to you, don't worry. You are not alone. Millions of learners all around the world face the same problem. The good news is that we can fix it together. Imagine this picture. You meet someone new. They smile and say, "Hi, how are you?" In the past, maybe you froze. Maybe you thought too long before answering. But now imagine something different. You smile back, your words come quickly, and you say, "I'm great, thanks. How about you?" The conversation continues and you feel confident. Doesn't that feel amazing? That is the future we are building for you today. This is what you will learn if you stay with me until the end. I will not give you boring grammar rules. I will not tell you to memorize long vocabulary lists. Instead, I will give you practical tips, small exercises, and powerful habits that will help you think faster and speak smoother in English. The first thing we need to talk about is translation. Most beginners translate too much. You hear a sentence in English, your brain changes it into your own language. Then you think of your answer in your own language. And finally, you try to translate it back into English. This is like driving with the handbrake on. It slows you down, it makes you tired, and it never feels natural. If you want to think fast in English, you need to stop translating. But how can we do that? The answer is simple. Train your brain to connect English directly to meaning, not to your own language. Let's try this together right now. I will say a word, and you imagine it in your mind. Ready? Apple. Did you see a red or green fruit in your mind? Perfect. That is the goal. No translation, no thinking about the word in your language, just the picture of the fruit. Let's try a few more. Chair, rain, smile. Did you see them in your mind? Good. That is exactly what you need to practice every day. The more you do this, the faster your brain connects English to meaning. Another powerful step is listening. You must listen to English every day. Even if you don't understand everything, your brain is still working. It is catching patterns, it is noticing words, it is storing sounds. For example, if you hear the phrase, "How are you?" many times, soon you will not need to translate. You will simply understand it. It becomes natural, just like how babies learn. Babies do not study grammar books. They listen, 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 and one day they start to speak. You can do the same. Think about your own life. Do you listen to English every day? If yes, that's wonderful. If not, start today. Listen to music, podcasts, YouTube videos, anything you like, but make it English. Even 10 minutes a day can change your brain. Now let's talk about speaking speed. Many learners speak very slowly because they are afraid of making mistakes. They think, if I say something wrong, people will laugh at me. If I make a grammar mistake, people will judge me. But here is the truth. Mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are your best teacher. If you wait until your English is perfect, you will never speak. So what should you do? Speak with the words you already know. Speak even if your grammar is not 100% correct. Most people will still understand you, and the more you speak, the faster you will improve. Here's a simple exercise you can start right now. Every morning, look in the mirror and talk to yourself in English for 1 minute. Don't worry about mistakes. Don't worry about perfect grammar. Just speak. You can talk about your day. For example, say, "Today I will go to the market. I will buy apples. I will meet my friend. I will cook dinner." Very simple sentences, but they help you practice speed. If you do this every day, after 1 week, after 2 weeks, after 1 month, you will notice your English becoming faster and smoother. Another exercise that works like magic is shadowing. Shadowing means listening to a piece of English audio and speaking at the same time as the speaker. At first, it feels strange, maybe even impossible. But if you keep practicing, your brain and your mouth will learn the rhythm of English. You can use short clips from movies, podcasts, or YouTube videos. Play the clip and try to copy the speaker word for word. Don't worry if you miss a word. Focus on speed and rhythm. This will train your brain to react faster in real conversations. And don't forget about your body language. When you speak English, your body and your mind are connected. If you sit small, looking down, feeling shy, your brain will also feel shy. But if you stand tall, smile, keep your head up, and look people in the eyes, your brain feels confident. This confidence makes your words flow faster. Try it the next time you practice. Speak with energy, use your hands, smile, and you will see the difference. Remember, English is not only about grammar or tests. English is a tool for connection. Every time you speak, you are connecting with another person, you are building a bridge. And the more you use this bridge, the stronger it becomes. The goal is not perfect grammar. The goal is smooth, confident communication. Now let's imagine real conversations. Someone asks you a question in English. You have only a few seconds to answer. If you wait too long, the conversation becomes uncomfortable. So how do you answer quickly? The secret is preparation. Think about the questions people ask every day. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you do? How are you? If you prepare your answers for these questions, you don't need to think. The words will come automatically. For example, when someone asks, "How are you?" you can answer, "I'm good, thanks. How about you?" Practice these small answers many times until they feel natural. Another trick is to start with short sentences. Many learners try to say long, complicated answers, but this makes them slow. Short is better. For example, if someone asks, "What do you do?" you can first say, "I'm a student." That is enough. If you want, you can add more later. I'm a student. I study computer science. See how simple that is? Here's a fun game you can play alone. Write down 10 common questions in English. Set a timer for 1 minute. Try to answer each question quickly without stopping. Don't worry about perfect grammar. Just answer. This trains your brain to respond fast. You can also do this with a friend. Ask each other questions quickly and answer without pausing. At first, you might say funny things, but that is okay. The goal is speed, not perfection. You can also use small phrases to buy yourself time. If you don't know what to say immediately, you can say, "Well," or "That's a good question," or "Let me think." These small phrases give you 1 or 2 seconds to prepare your answer, and they sound natural. Native speakers use them all the time. Confidence comes from practice. Many learners wait and say, "I will speak when I feel ready." But the truth is, you feel ready after you start speaking, not before. So don't wait. Start speaking today, and with each conversation, you will feel more confident and faster. Another powerful secret is to live inside English. What does that mean? It means making English part of your daily life, not just something you study for 1 hour and forget. You can do this even if you don't live in an English-speaking country. For example, change your phone language to English. Yes, at first it feels strange, but soon you will learn many new words naturally. Every time you look at your phone, you will see English. Also, look at the objects around your home and name them in English in your mind. Door, table, cup, mirror. If you don't know a word, check it once and remember it. This simple habit helps your brain connect English directly to real life. Another method is to talk to yourself in English during the day. For example, if you are cooking, say, I am cutting vegetables. I am boiling water. If you are walking outside, say, I am walking to the shop. The weather is hot today. This practice makes English natural for your brain. Music is also a great tool. Listen to English songs you enjoy. Try to catch words, sing along, and feel the rhythm. This is not just fun, it also trains your pronunciation and your ear. You can also watch videos or listen to podcasts in English about topics you enjoy. If you like cooking, watch recipes in English. If you like sports, watch English sports commentary. If you enjoy games, watch gaming videos in English. Learning becomes easier when you connect it with things you already love. Reading is another powerful way to improve. Start small. Read short stories, simple news, or even social media posts in English. Don't translate every word. Focus on the general meaning. This will help you think in English directly without translating. Writing also helps. Write a few sentences in English every day. About your life, for example. Today I woke up early, I went for a walk, I saw a dog. These small sentences build your ability to create thoughts in English quickly. The key is to make English part of your life. Morning, listen to a short English video. Afternoon, speak to yourself for 2 minutes. Evening, write a few sentences. Night, listen to an English song. If you repeat this every day, English will become a natural part of you. When you think in English, don't worry about grammar. Grammar will improve naturally with practice. Babies don't learn grammar first. They learn meaning first. If you wait for perfect grammar, you will never speak. Focus on meaning and communication. Grammar will follow. When you speak in English, speed is not just about knowing words. It is about training your brain to react quickly, like a muscle. Think about an athlete. A runner does not run fast the first day. They train their legs, their lungs, their body every day. Slowly, they become faster and faster. Your brain works the same way. The more you practice quick reactions in English, the faster your brain will respond. One powerful method to train quick reactions is what I call quick-fire questions. Take a timer, set it for 1 minute, and ask yourself random questions in English. Answer them as fast as possible. Don't worry about mistakes. The goal is to keep talking. For example, ask yourself, what did I eat yesterday? Answer quickly, I ate rice and chicken. Next question, what will I do tomorrow? Answer fast, I will meet my friend. Next question, what is my favorite color? Answer, blue. Keep going until the timer ends. At first, you will feel slow, but after some days, you will see your speed increase. Another powerful practice is called reaction shadowing. Watch an interview or a talk show in English. When the interviewer asks a question, pause the video before the guest answers, then give your own quick answer. Don't think too long. Just say the first thing that comes into your mind. This trains your brain to react in real time. Later, you can compare your answer to the guest's. But the most important thing is to answer quickly without hesitation. You can also play word association games. This is fun to do alone or with a friend. One person says a word, and the other person immediately says the first word that comes to mind. For example, if I say dog, you might say bone. If I say sun, you might say hot. This game trains your brain to connect ideas quickly in English without translation. You can also play this game with yourself when you are bored. Look around the room, choose an object, and immediately say a related English word. Remember that you don't always need to make long sentences. Sometimes one word is enough. If someone asks, "What is your favorite sport?" you can just say, "Football." That's it. If they want to know more, they will ask you. This removes pressure and helps you keep the conversation moving. Over time, you can add longer sentences, but short answers are a great way to start fast. Another important thing is to accept mistakes. Many learners fear mistakes so much that they speak less. But the truth is, mistakes are a natural part of learning. Think of mistakes as training points for your brain. Each mistake shows you what to practice next. If you avoid mistakes, you also avoid learning. So, be brave, speak, make mistakes, learn, and try again. Here's a mindset shift that will help you a lot. Focus on the message, not the grammar. Your goal is to share your ideas, not to deliver a perfect grammar exam. Most people you talk to care more about understanding you than about whether your sentence is perfect. For example, if you say, "Yesterday I go park," it is not grammatically correct, but the person still understands your meaning. And that is what matters in communication. Grammar will improve with time, but communication starts now. Now let's talk about nervousness. Nervousness is one of the biggest enemies of fast English thinking. You may know the words, you may have practiced, but when the moment comes, you freeze. Your brain becomes blank. This is normal. Almost every learner experiences it. But you can train your mind to stay calm and think clearly. The first step is to control your breathing. When you are nervous, your breath becomes fast and shallow. This tells your brain that something is wrong. To fix this, take a deep breath in, hold it for 2 seconds, then breathe out slowly. Do this 2 or 3 times before you speak. This sends a signal to your brain, "Relax, everything is fine." The second step is to use simple sentences. When you feel nervous, long, complicated sentences increase stress. Short is better. For example, instead of saying, "Well, I have been very interested in photography since I was a child because my father gave me a camera, and I found it very enjoyable," just say, "I like photography. My father gave me a camera when I was a child." Clear, simple, and easy to say even when you are nervous. Positive self-talk is another tool. Before you speak, tell yourself, "I can do this. It's okay to make mistakes. My goal is to share my idea." It may sound silly, but your brain listens to your words. If you tell yourself you can do it, your brain believes you. Also, focus on the other person, not yourself. Nervousness grows when you think too much about yourself. How you look, how you sound, whether your grammar is correct. Instead, shift your attention to the person you are speaking with. Look into their eyes. Listen carefully to their words. This takes your mind away from fear and puts it into the conversation. You can also prepare default answers for common questions. For example, if someone asks, "What do you do?" you can have your answer ready. "I am a student. I study engineering." When you know your first words, you feel calmer and more confident. Another tip is to forgive yourself quickly. If you make a mistake, don't stop. Just keep talking. Native speakers make mistakes all the time. They mispronounce, they forget words, they restart sentences. Nobody cares. The important thing is to continue. Your body can also help reduce nervousness. Stand tall, shoulders back, smile. Even if you don't feel confident inside, acting confident tells your brain that you are in control. And the amazing thing is that this actually makes you feel more confident. Remember, Nervousness never disappears completely. Even advanced speakers feel nervous sometimes. But the more you practice, the smaller it becomes. Think of nervousness like a shadow. At first, it feels very big. But as you walk forward, it becomes smaller and smaller until you hardly notice it. Now let's talk about daily habits. Thinking fast in English is not something you do once. It is like exercise. If you stop practicing, your skills will slowly fade. But if you practice a little every day, your brain will become faster and sharper. Make English part of your daily routine. For example, listen to a podcast in the morning while you eat breakfast. Speak to yourself for 2 minutes in the afternoon. Read something in English before bed. These small daily habits are much more powerful than studying for 2 hours once a week. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. If you always talk about the same topics, you will only be fast in those topics. Try new subjects. If you always talk about food, try talking about travel. If you always describe your daily routine, try explaining a news story. This makes your brain work harder and grow stronger. Do speed reviews every week. Take some common questions and answer them as fast as possible. Record yourself. Compare your speed with last week. Even small improvements will motivate you to keep going. Mix your practice types. Sometimes listen, sometimes read, sometimes write, sometimes speak. Each skill supports the others. Listening gives you new words and phrases. Reading builds your vocabulary. Writing helps you organize thoughts. Speaking puts everything together. Here's another tip. Practice English in unexpected situations. Greet the shopkeeper in English. Order food in English if possible. Say hello to a stranger in English. Real-life situations push your brain to react quickly because you don't have time to prepare. One very effective trick is to think in English all day. For example, when you are walking, describe what you see in English. Say, I see a car. The car is blue. The man is walking. When you are cooking, describe your actions. Say, I am cutting vegetables. I am boiling rice. This habit keeps your brain inside English and makes quick thinking natural. Also, practice storytelling. Take a simple event from your life and explain it in English. For example, tell the story of your morning. I woke up at 7. I brushed my teeth. I drank tea. Then I walked to school. Storytelling helps you practice past tense, sequence, and flow. Over time, your stories will become longer and smoother. And don't forget, you can practice with your phone. Use voice messages in English when chatting with friends. Record yourself speaking for 1 minute every day. Later, listen to your recording. You will hear your mistakes, but you will also hear your progress. Finally, remember this. English is not just a school subject. It is a living tool. The more you use it, the more alive it becomes inside you. The goal is not perfection. The goal is to speak fast enough, smooth enough, and confident enough to connect with people. When you think about English, don't see it as a heavy subject you must study. See it as a friend you invite into your daily life. Friends are not perfect, but they bring joy, comfort, and connection. English is the same. If you welcome it, practice with it, and treat it with kindness, it will grow with you. Let's imagine something together. Imagine you are in another country, maybe at an airport or a coffee shop. Someone asks you a question in English. Your heart beats fast. In the past, maybe you would freeze, feel shy, or take too long to answer. But now, because of your daily practice, your brain reacts quickly. You smile, you answer smoothly, even with simple words. The person understands you. You feel proud. That feeling is the reward of all your practice. This is why you train. This is why you push yourself every day. Not to be perfect, not to impress teachers, but to live freely in English, to speak without fear, to enjoy conversations, to connect with people from different places. Here's something important. Speed is not everything. Balance speed with clarity. Speaking fast but unclear is not useful. The best communication is fast enough to keep the conversation alive and clear enough to be understood. So as you practice, pay attention not only to quick reactions, but also to pronunciation and tone. Speak at a natural pace. Pause when needed. Breathe. Your goal is smooth flow, not racing. Confidence is the key that unlocks everything. And confidence is built through repetition. The more you face English, the more you practice quick answers, the more your brain learns that this is safe. Every small success. Answering a question, finishing a conversation, telling a short story adds a brick to the wall of your confidence. One day you will look back and realize, wow, I am not scared anymore. I can speak. I can think fast. I can do this. Here's a very practical routine you can try for just 10 minutes a day. Minute 1-2. Quick-fire questions. Answer fast. Don't stop. Minute 3-4. Describe your surroundings in English. Look around and speak. Minute 5-6. Reaction shadowing with a video. Pause, answer, continue. Minute 7-8. Word association game. Alone or with a friend. Minute 9-10. Free talk. Tell a short story from your day. That's it. 10 minutes. Simple, powerful, repeatable. If you do this every day, your speed will grow naturally. Also, celebrate small wins. Many learners forget this. They focus only on mistakes, on what they cannot do yet. But motivation grows when you see progress. Did you answer faster today than last week? Celebrate. Did you have a short chat in English without freezing? Celebrate. Did you think in English for even 5 minutes? Celebrate. Each win is a step forward. Another important point is to connect with other learners. Practice alone is good, but practice with others is even better. Find a speaking partner online or in your city. Join a language exchange. Play games in English. Discuss topics. When you practice with people, your brain adapts to real conversations with real unpredictability. This is the best training for fast thinking. And remember, English is not only about speaking. Listening is equally important. When you train your ears to catch English, quickly, your brain naturally responds faster. So listen to English every day. Not just serious content, but fun things too. Music, podcasts, movies, YouTube. Let English enter your life from every direction. Reading also helps. When you read daily, you fill your brain with words, structures, and ideas. Later, when you need to speak, your brain will find those words faster. Writing is also powerful. Writing trains your mind to organize thoughts. Try writing short notes, journal entries, or even social media posts in English. Each skill feeds the other. And maybe the most important advice, enjoy the process. If English feels like a punishment, your brain will resist. But if English feels like play, your brain will open. So make it fun. Play word games, watch funny videos, sing along to songs, tell jokes, smile while you speak. Fun creates energy, and energy keeps you practicing longer. In the end, thinking fast in English is not magic. It is the result of consistent practice, daily habits, and a positive mindset. You don't need special talent. You don't need perfect grammar. You only need to keep going, step by step, day by day. One day, you will surprise yourself. You will join a conversation and realize you are speaking smoothly without translating, without fear. That day will feel amazing. And it will not happen because of luck. It will happen because of your practice, your patience, and your courage. So let this be your reminder. You are capable. You are improving. Every word you speak is progress. Every mistake is a teacher. Every day is a chance to get faster and smoother. Keep going. Keep speaking. Keep thinking in English. Your future self, the one who speaks confidently, quickly, and clearly, is already waiting for you. And every time you practice, you are walking closer to that version of yourself. So smile, take a breath, and speak. The world is ready to listen. If you enjoy this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Learning Studio Zone.